You guys, I feel like I have finally feeling like I've stepped into this new version of me. I wouldn't say, I feel like now we don't say, oh, I feel like myself again, because the old you is gone and there's just this new version of you. And it took me 9 months. It was definitely a 9 months in. What is my camera? It's just like, it was a 9 months in, 9 months out situation. But now I have so much more clarity. I feel like I have my groove back. Like, I feel good. I'm exercising. I have a rhythm with my schedule. I have a rhythm with Kira. Like, we have a system set. I'm sorry, I don't know why my camera is doing that. But it was definitely a 9 months in, 9 months out situation, because there was a period of time where I felt so lost. And I feel like it's not talked about too much, but there's just, I think there's a lot of confusion as to who am I and this new sense of identity, becoming a new mother and grappling with the past of like, you're mourning this old version of you and saying hello to this new one, but it just all happens so quickly with so much emotion. This is where I think, putting that care back into yourself is so important. And with that, I like to thank our sponsor, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. Being a mother, there are just so many expectations that we put on ourselves, that society puts on us. Another thing that I'm really actively trying to learn is to let go of this notion of mom guilt, which I really believe it's something that society has manufactured to put women in these boxes. Because I feel like when I hear this all the time, like women are like, oh, I just feel so guilty for doing this, or I feel so guilty for doing that. But I'm like, there's no dad guilt. And when I became a mother, so many people asked me the question of like, oh, how are you balancing motherhood? Which I do think that is a valid question. But on the contrary, like I asked Kellen, I was like, have you ever gotten asked that? Like, has anyone ever asked you, how are you balancing fatherhood? And he said no. So I think just with that alone, I think it's very different. My belief is that I need to put energy and time and love back into myself. And that shows up in me working. I really enjoy working. I really enjoy traveling. And we've traveled once without Kira, and we're gonna travel once more without Kira. We're gonna go to Coachella. I honestly don't feel guilty, because I have to put the energy back into myself to be the best version of me as a businesswoman, a mother, a wife, a daughter, and a friend. I just want to live my most full, beautiful life, is especially because now that I have a daughter who, with parents, they say you show, don't tell, and they really are like sponges, right? So they see so much, inevitably model themselves after you to some degree. And I want her to know that she can also chase like all her biggest, wildest dreams and live her most full, like most rich version life for herself. So I also feel like that's why it's important for me. So going back to what I said earlier, where I wasn't feeling like myself, I feel like therapy helped a lot, because therapy for me is being able to talk to someone that is completely unbiased. And no matter what you're going through, no matter how big the scale of it is, I think it is so nice to be able to talk to someone that in complete confidence that can give you professional feedback. So BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist, and it's super easy to do. You can do it on your phone or computer and in the comfort of your own home, which honestly, that's my favorite part, that like I don't need to get into a car. I can literally plop on my bed or my sofa and talk to a therapist. You can talk via phone call or video call or messaging. So let BetterHelp connect you to a professional therapist. You can use my link betterhelp.com/LMVLora. That's BETTERHELP.com/LMVLora. Or you can use LMVLora at sign up and you will get a special discount on your first month. Back with Revolve at Coachella. Mom and Dad are back. I was just telling Kellen yesterday, I was like, that's the first time in my life I've ever said that. Mom is at Coachella. We just ordered breakfast. Tell me why it looks like I'm training for a marathon. Like, I never imagined myself to be eating like this before a festival. We checked in really late yesterday because we put Kira to bed, and then we headed over, and then today is the first day, so I like half got ready. I went to their gifting suite. They have the best gifting suite and I think it's so clever. They have literally everything you can ever need. I haven't planned out my outfits yet. It's really interesting because the way that I approach festival has changed. Because in the past years, like I planned like weeks and weeks up to it. And for this one, I planned in like the last 3 days. So I did a lot of overnight shipping. But when you come with Revolve to Revolve Festival, they also send you a bunch of gifting too. And there's a gifting suite here. But I haven't tried on or put together any of my outfits yet. So after I eat, I'm just going to plan out everything. I also like to plan my content out so I don't get like stressed out. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm excited to be back, but I'm also just like, it feels like so foreign. I forgot toothpaste. They had toothpaste, so much different sunblock. And these are the things that I'm like kind of pulling out of the bag. I love this fragrance from Dias and Durga. I used to use this smell. And this Vacation Super Spritz. I'm gonna try this styling case. I'm gonna try this for a little body glow situation. And Kopari, which is really clever, has this SPF spray that has shimmer in it. And then they also have this phone light. I love this hair mask. I got these cute boots. Okay, we are back in the room now. Got these cool pants from Y Project, and this top is from Revolve. And then I wore these. Where are these cute boots? These cute Schuts boots. Okay, and then now we're back in the room because I just, of course, got a bunch of content. And I'm going to edit my Revolve content and post something, but also I have something due today, and I finished the bulk of it. I will not be pulling a London again where I didn't bring my content, but we'll see. I brought supposedly the SD card that has the content on it, and yesterday I couldn't find it, so we had this whole thing where I was FaceTiming my mom and I was trying to show her how to access the content on my computer, and it was literally hilarious. I was like half frustrated but just like half dying of laughter. She got the job done, but I'm just like, when will I stop doing this where I have deadlines when I go on a trip? But I did get a bulk of the work done, so we're just gonna send that over. And then I'm not sure what time we are gonna go to Coachella today. I honestly don't even really know the lineup. We know Lana's playing, but I think that's like really, really late. So we'll see. Tattoos. Can you get out of my sunlight? So we are back from Coachella, and it's funny because people are like, oh my god, like I'm recovering. For Kellen and myself, we came back more rejuvenated, more well rested. One of the biggest things I was looking forward to going to Coachella was being able to sleep in, because obviously with the baby, she wakes up like clockwork. So I haven't been able to sleep in. I slept in until like 9 a.m. on one of the days, and it was literally glorious. It was like the best thing ever. So I went to Coachella super last minute with Revolve, and I've gone with Revolve for the past couple years with the exception of last year because I was pregnant. So we were kind of like surprised to go, and I felt a little bit at first, I was like, oh my god, I feel like it feels odd coming back as a mom, you know? But I had a lot of fun, and Revolve Festival is so fun. Like they had throwbacks, so it was like Ludacris, Sean Paul. It was taking me back to the old great middle school, high school days. I love how they do all their just activations and their events. I feel like they're really thoughtfully done. I just always have so much fun. And as for Coachella, we had passes for 3 days, and we only went the first day. And then the second day, I think Kellen and I, the second day was Revolve Festival, and then I think after that, we just went back to our room, got room service, and just chilled. We had some mom and dad time, and it was so necessary. And I feel like that's just how we just do trips now. Like my priorities have shifted, because let me tell you, there was a time when Fran and I would go to Coachella and would Coachella the F out of it. Meaning like we were there all day, and then we would go to after parties, and we were out until like 3 in the morning. And even for the headliners, I didn't end up even seeing any of the headliners as much as I wanted to see Lana Del Rey, because I wanted to get my ass to sleep. But that's what I'm talking about. I don't even get FOMO. Like I really, at this age and this stage of my life, I just did not get FOMO. I think what I realized when I was walking around, that I was telling Kellen that I think is such a beautiful thing about Coachella, is because there's so many different types of people there. Like there's so many different age groups, there's like people that are like ravers, people that are in a hiking gear, people that are doing car camping, people that are like influencers. There's just like such a big, obviously I'm missing a lot of people, but there's such a big diverse group of people, and everyone is just doing their own thing, and they're in their own world, having the best time, not giving a shit about being judged. And I think that it was just so refreshing for me to see, to go into one place and see so many different types of people, because sometimes with where I am and what I do, I feel like I see such a specific subset group of people. So it was really great just to see like, man, everyone is just like having so much fun in their own world. And there were like girls that were just like walking by in their little rave clothes, and I was like, wow, like that was me at one point. And I was like, it's so fun. I was like, what an amazing thing, the growth and the different stages you go through. I don't know if we will go again next year, but we'll see. I feel like we're very much planners, but also in a way we're very much so like go with the flow people as well. If the right opportunities come, we're like, yeah, great, let's do it. We have such a great support system set up here at home. We have our nanny, she's excellent, and then my parents also help out too. So I feel really grateful that we have such a great foundation and a system for when we're out of town, because we are really able to enjoy our trip without being like, oh my god, like how is she doing? And again, like I feel like at this age, I feel like she's coming to an age now where she'll realize that we're gone, but I don't feel like she's there yet. Like she's so present, and she just has like the best time with my parents and the nanny, so that makes me really, really happy.
Yeah, it's like I really bonding.
Yeah, this is Willow, dog. Carmel Valley Ranch, and it's so cool. They have all these animals. We just saw some alpacas, some mini donkeys, beautiful horses just like in the wild. And then look at these. This is so cool. They're like just so beautiful. Look at Kira's first time seeing all these animals. They're so cute. We just got Defenders, and they have a Defender off-roading event. So we are here with Fran and Josh. They too have a Defender, which we basically got because the car is so sick, but also it's massive. So it's so good for having babies, because you know babies pack so heavy. Like my check-in Ramoa Kellen and I shared one, and Kira has her own check-in remote. That's how much she's packing. I'm an overpacker, and I overpack for her. So basically, they're at the Defender event. Fred and I got a cute little breakfast with our babies this morning, and I have this time to myself right now. Kira's napping, Kellen is out, so mommy is doing a little face mask, did some emails, drank my coffee. I'm gonna listen to a podcast and just get ready for the day. But it is extremely dry here. Not the weather itself, but it's so cold that we just have the heater blasting. So super dry, my skin is so thirsty. So let's get ready. So in our bathroom, luckily they have this little ledge. Where the bathtub is. And this is literally all of Kira's things that we wash every night. Her bottles. We got this like portable bottle drying rack plush. Plus it comes with like these little washing things and a little container for soaps, like a travel bottle wash. Wash her silicone toys every night. Brought her lay-low things, but we also did pack like disposable bibs, and I think that's quite helpful. And then her bath things, and we love Pipette and Ever Eden. These are the two brands that we really like to use, and also Ella Ola. Well, this view is gorgeous. There is a deck outside, and our room is like very high up, and it looks like we're just nestled in the trees, like in a tree house, and it's so beautiful. And it's sunny today, so I'm so excited because the past 2 days have been quite rainy, and there was like a storm at night, so this is perfection today. So for my little last minute touches, I've been using this Etude water tint. I feel like it's really similar to the Benefit Cosmetics one, but I do like this one. I like the smell of this one better. The Benefit one, I don't know why, I just cannot really stand that smell, but I love doing this. So I don't have a lot of natural color in my lips, so doing this gives it like a nice flush. And then I also like to add it to my cheeks. So Kira can hold her own bottle now, and she's very active. Like, she wants to crawl, she wants to go, but obviously we didn't bring our playpen. We did set up a little area in the living room. We brought our waterproof picnic blanket because I wanted to go on a picnic, and I'm so glad we brought that because everything's carpet here, and she's on all fours. She puts everything in her mouth, so we just set that in the living room.
Someone